97.5 WFHR and 105.5 WIRI, your Wisconsin Rapids home for locally grown radio. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
From the Wisconsin Rapids local newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay. The conversation became heated at times in the most recent chat with the mayor. Wisconsin Rapids Mayor Matt Zacher is holding a series of chats to talk with residents of the city. Most of the time is spent discussing data centers. Recent open records requests have people concerned about who's been talking with city officials. When asked about these conversations, Mayor Zacher said he is doing what constituents elected him to do.
As the CEO of the Municipal Corporation of Wisconsin Rapids, it's my job to talk to people. I talk to everybody, including you guys and all the residents, the businesses, everybody. It's my job. So you can try to crucify me for it, but in the end, I'm not hiding anything. There's no way I could do it.
One audience member pointed to the state legislature passing a bill to give data center companies tax breaks, but not passing any bills to protect water, electricity, and land usage.
Communities are really overwhelmed with these issues, and the state should be providing guidance. And we really need to hold our state legislature responsible.
The city is waiting for PCH Wisconsin Holdings LLC to provide a completed application before they would be put back on the Planning Commission schedule. In the meantime, a referral has been made to look over the current ordinance regarding data centers, consider a possible moratorium and/or referendum. Mayor Zacher said PCHWI Holdings would be grandfathered in on the conditional use permit they've already filled out, and the city can ask that they honor the community benefits agreement city officials are working to compile.
Otherwise, we have to say no to it and go down the road of litigation. Maybe they'll just walk away, and that would be the hope.
Local news every hour throughout the day or on demand anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. From the Wisconsin Rapids local newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay.
For Civic Media News, I'm Connie Fellman. Wisconsin voters who've already returned their absentee ballots for the state's primary cannot void those and request a new ballot with accurate candidates listed. A judge made that ruling yesterday, dealing a blow to Democrats who filed a lawsuit to give voters a do-over because of the chaotic party primary in the governor's race. 2 candidates were on those ballots who are no longer in the race, and another candidate who dropped out is now back in. The ruling is almost certain to be appealed, with voting already underway in the state's primary for governor. A new poll shows State Representative Francesca Hong widening her lead among Democrats vying to be Wisconsin's next governor. The Marquette University Law School poll released yesterday shows Hong with the support of 38% of Democratic voters, followed by former Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes at 16%. It's the first poll taken since Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley re-entered the race earlier this month. Crowley came in with 7% support. Former Governor Evers cabinet member Joel Brennan and State Senator Kelda Royce both had 2% support, according to the poll. However, 34% of voters say they're still undecided ahead of the August 11th primary. A Wisconsin appeals court has overturned a ruling that restored collective bargaining power for many state workers. The 2011 anti-union law under Governor Scott Walker effectively ended most public employees' ability to bargain for wage increases and other issues. All 5 Democratic candidates for governor this year have vowed to repeal the law if elected. The primary is August 11th. Authorities have named the man shot and killed by a Wisconsin deputy in Adams County last Monday. Adams County Sheriff's deputies say 48-year-old Brian Conrad of Hancock was reported by neighbors to be going crazy and waving a gun. Authorities say Conrad refused multiple commands to drop the gun before walking into the road with the gun and turning toward a deputy. That officer fired a single shot, which killed Conrad. The investigation is ongoing. The sight of large men riding tiny bikes across Oneida Street in Green Bay can only mean one thing. Packers training camp has officially begun. The time-honored tradition where players and coaches team up with local kids and ride their bikes to the practice field has been going on at Lambeau Field since the 1950s. Nowadays, kids with disabilities can join the fun too, thanks to specially adapted bikes on hand at Lambeau. That was the kind of bike Jordan Love chose yesterday to cruise with a small companion over to Rainitzky Field. It was the first of 3 consecutive training camp days this week. After a day off on Saturday, the team will have 3 more public practices leading up to Family Night on August 7th. If you'd like to join the Railbirds to watch the Pack practice during training camp, you can find a complete list of practice dates at Packers.com. The Wisconsin Department of Justice has joined another multi-state coalition against the Trump administration. As Civic Media's James Kelly tells us, the issue is about clean drinking water.
According to a press release, the coalition has filed comments opposing a rollback on limits for certain kinds of PFAS in drinking water proposed by the Environmental Protection Agency. Those limits were adopted under the Safe Drinking Water Act, which passed around 2 years ago and gave the agency the authority to set national standards for chemicals and contaminants in the drinking water. The EPA proposal would eliminate that regulatory authority covering 4 specific types of PFAS chemicals, but does not affect the agency's national drinking water standards for 2 of the most common forms of the forever chemicals. The coalition is arguing that the proposal is illegal and arbitrary and ignores the years of research and analysis by the agency that went into establishing those limits. I'm James Kelly for Civic Media News.
PFAS have been detected in more than 30% of tested public water systems in Wisconsin and numerous private well areas. And that's your state news update. I'm Connie Fellman for Civic Media News.
Contract time for Tucker Kraft. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports in Green Bay, where the Packers training camp is underway. Tight end Tucker Kraft recovering from surgery from a torn ACL, but says why it's in the best interest of the Packers to sign him to a new contract now.
I think the best chance for Green Bay to win a Lombardi is with me on the field as well. People in the front office telling me that and the importance of us getting this deal done in a timely fashion. I've said over and over again, like I'm so grateful to be a part of this organization. And I would like to keep it that way.
Meanwhile, the Packers' other tight end, Luke Musgrave, is unable to practice.
We've always around here with head, necks, and hearts. It's a little bit more sensitive than some of the other injuries, right? You got to take that a little bit slower and make sure that what you know is what you know. And this is a neck injury, so we'll take our time and make sure we know what we know before we put it at any kind of risk.
That's Packers GM Brian Gutekunst. Baseball, the Brewers got clobbered in San Francisco, 16-3. They play the Angels tomorrow night. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
It is going to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny today with patchy, smoky haze out there. Our high in the upper 80s to near 90 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy. We're going to drop into the mid-60s tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, and quite a bit cooler with a high in the mid to upper 70s. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Wisconsin Rapids News Roundup from WIRI and WFHR, locally grown radio. Find more news anytime at WFHR.com and WIRI.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.